Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Castles and Cruising. I'm so glad you are here for our second Magic Monday. Thanks so much for those of you who came back from our last video. We talked about how huge Walt Disney World is, how many parks there are, and how much there is outside of the parks. There's so much there. I'm so glad that you're back today. Today is all about Disney World tickets. We'll talk about what types of tickets there are, which types work for which parks, and which type is best for you. So let's get started. I'm so glad you're here. Alrighty, so there are three types of tickets for entry into the Disney World parks. There's the base ticket, the Park Hopper ticket, and the Park Hopper Plus ticket. Alrighty, so the next type of ticket is the base ticket, and this allows entry into one of the theme parks, but not the water parks, per day of your ticket. These are priced based on the date that you select for your starting date, with the dates that Disney expects to be more crowded priced slightly higher than the dates that Disney expects to be less crowded. So for example, a one-day ticket purchased to start on May 1st is $109 per day. But if you were looking at a 10-day ticket starting on May 1st, it would only be $45 per day. So the cost does decrease per day with the more number of days of tickets that you are purchasing. So these tickets do not have to be used on consecutive days. The tickets will have an expiration period, which is made extremely clear when purchasing your tickets. So for example, those 10-day tickets that we purchased starting on May 1st, they don't expire until May 14th. See, it says so right here. So that gives you an extra few days to check out Disney Springs, just have a resort day, or maybe check out one of those other parks in Florida that I totally don't love just as much as Disney, and I'm totally not starting a series all about. Quick side note, I will be starting a new series on either Thursdays or Fridays that's all about how much we love Universal and SeaWorld and Discovery Cove and Busch Gardens and all of the other areas of Florida. I'm either going to call it Theme Park Thursdays or Florida Fridays. Let me know in the comments which one you would prefer, and it'll be starting probably in June. I can't wait to have you there. But all right, let's get back to tickets. So our base ticket, like I said, can be used at any of the theme parks, not the water parks, with one theme park per day. Alrighty, so let's talk Park Hoppers. Park Hopper is an add-on to your base ticket, and all it means is that now you can go to more than one theme park per day, still no water parks. So this means you could start your day at Magic Kingdom, then take a break for a little while, and then head over to Epcot to finish your day, or any other combination of the 4 theme parks. Alrighty, so why would you look into a Park Hopper, and why do you maybe not need to? This is probably one of the biggest myths of Disney is you have to have a park hopper is myth 1, and then, oh, you'll save so much money by not having a park hopper. That's myth 2. So let's talk about that myth 1 of you have to have a park hopper. Now, here's the thing. I really don't recommend them to about half of my clients. If you're going with little ones and you plan on like taking a break during the middle of the day anyway, then yeah, a park hopper might be really good for you. Or if you're like us and you kind of go to Disney for the food, then yeah, park hoppers are really helpful in that planning of being able to go to different restaurants at different parks without spending your entire day in that park. Like for instance, on our upcoming trip, there are about 7 restaurants in Epcot that I'd really like to try. And if we didn't have a park hopper ticket, we would have to be at Epcot all 7 of those days and no other theme parks on those days. So the park hopper ticket works for us. But if you are going and you're really looking to open and close a park, and you're looking to plan your schedule in advance and stick to that schedule, even if you have really specific dining requests, if you're looking to really stick to a planned schedule, then you really don't need a park hopper. And you can get a lot of time saved by not traveling between parks, because that does take time. The benefit time-wise of a park hopper is that you could go to the park that opens earliest and then switch to the park that stays open the latest. We've done this a couple of times, and I will say that while you do get the advantages of being at a park when it's early and pretty empty and then really late and really empty, you do lose a lot of time in the middle transporting between parks, but the bigger loss is the time for the next day, because being at a park at 7 a.m. and then at another park until midnight takes a lot out of you. So be prepared that your next day might need to be a rest day, and maybe it would have been better just staying at one of those parks instead of doing both in one day. Then myth 2 about park hopper is, oh, if you don't park hopper, you're going to save so much money. It's like this magic unknown amount that you'll be saving. That's totally not true. Park hopper is a set price for your entire trip. It is not a price per day. It is per person, but it is for your entire trip. If you are doing a 1-day park hopper, that's a $60 charge. 2 to 4 days is $70, and 5 or more days is $80 for your entire trip, not per day. So it's not this like magic number that you'll be saving. This is a concrete exact number. So now if you're going for 10 days, that's $8 a day that you're paying to park hop. To me, that's not that big of a deal, but maybe it is for you guys. For us, there's only 2 of us traveling, so adding an additional $80 for our entire stay, not a big deal. But if you're a family with larger numbers, totally, it is a lot of money saved, but it's not the best money saving tip. And that's what I see all the time. People saying, oh, this is the best way to save money. Don't get a park hopper. Totally not true. The best way to save money is to consider your resort stay. Switching resorts to a lower cost resorts will save you money per day of your trip, as opposed to switching from park hoppers to base tickets, which is just a flat rate for your entire trip. Alrighty, so now let's talk Park Hopper Plus. Park Hopper Plus is the same as park hoppers in that you can do multiple parks per day, but it also includes the water parks. And Park Hopper Plus is probably the ticket that is most commonly used incorrectly, and also the biggest value ticket when used correctly, because the water park admission and the theme park admission are counted separately. So if you get a 4-day Park Hopper Plus tickets, that includes 4 theme park admission and 4 water park admissions, which are separate. So for instance, you could go to Magic Kingdom and Epcot on day 1, and then day 2 you could go to Blizzard Beach, and then day 3 you could go to Animal Kingdom, and then day 4 you could go to Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon, and on day 5 you could go to Hollywood Studios, and on day 6 you could go to Typhoon Lagoon for the whole day, and day 7 you could do all 4 theme parks in one day: Magic Kingdom, then Epcot, then Hollywood Studios, then Animal Kingdom. Whoa, what a day. That'd be tiring, but you could do it. And then day 8, you could finish up at a water park of your choosing. So yeah, that's 8 days of admission with a 4-day ticket. How does that work? Because I made sure that on no day did I do a theme park and a water park in the same day. You could do that, but it would move you down to 1 day less of admission. So this is a great value, because for the add-on price of $80, you've now doubled the amount of days that you can go into a park, not necessarily a theme park, but for families with kiddos that are trying to really extend their trip, or if you just really like water parks, this is definitely the way to go. The other misconception about the Park Hopper Plus ticket is that this is the only way to get into the water parks, and that is not true. There is also a water park only ticket. If you're looking to go to the water parks, either Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon, or both in one day, for just 1 day, definitely just get the water park only ticket. But if you're looking to go to the water parks on 2 or more days of your trip, then it would be more cost effective to do the Park Hopper Plus. Alrighty, so those are the 3 types of tickets, and now let's talk annual passes. There are 2 types of annual passes that are available for everyone to purchase. There are also different options if you are a Florida resident and if you're a Disney Vacation Club member, but I'm really going to focus on the 2 options that are available for everyone, which are the Platinum Pass and the Platinum Plus Pass. The Platinum Pass is $894 for a year-round admission to the 4 theme parks, so it does not include the water parks. The Platinum Plus Pass is $994, and it does include all of the benefits of the Platinum Pass, but also includes a year-round admission to the water parks, plus a couple other perks such as the golf courses and kind of things like that. These are great options if you're looking at doing a trip of more than 10 days. It's not that much more than a 10-day ticket, and with all those added perks, it really cuts the cost. Especially if you could consider doing it for just one person in your party. If you're doing an exactly 10-day trip, the math generally works out that just the savings on parking and the photo pass of that one person can be applied to everybody on your trip, and you'll end up saving money that way. Or if you're looking at doing 2 short trips per year, the annual pass could save you a lot of money. Since ticket price per day gets less the more days you add, 2 3-day tickets is significantly more expensive than 1 6-day ticket. So if you're doing multiple short trips, you may want to consider getting an annual pass. Another option, if you do generally make 1 Disney trip per year, is to have 2 trips fall within 1 calendar year. So for instance, if your trip is generally in December, say I go December 7th through the 14th of this year, and I upgrade my tickets to an annual pass, and now instead of going December 7th to the 14th, I could go December 1st through the 6th of next year, and both of those stays fell in 1 calendar year, so they both fell in 1 annual pass. So a lot of people use this as an option to kind of get 2 trips for the price of 1 if they do 1 annual pass. Alrighty, so that's all the ticket options for Walt Disney World. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hoped it helped you figure out which ticket works best for you. As always, if you need any help planning out your trip, you can put it in the comments below and I will answer you right away, or you can fill out my quote request and I'll get back to you very shortly. Next week, we'll be talking all about Disney resorts. Now that we've kind of gone over all the parks, gone over the ticket options, let's help you find the right place to stay for your trip. So I hope you come back to next week's Magic Monday. And if you liked this video, please hit that like button and subscribe so that you'll get notifications every Magic Monday and every Tuesday Cruise Day. Plus, this week, we're going to have a fun bonus video coming up. I hope you're excited to see me attempt to make some Disney food. It might be magic, it might be a mess. I don't know. I'm going to give it my best shot. Please join me next week for Magic Monday, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.